Hi, it's Kim here, and I've decided that during lockdown I'm going to endeavour to do one video a day sharing some useful tips and insights into how to look after our mental, physical and emotional well-being. And today I'm calling my little talk Lockdown Rhythm and Blues, because one of the things that can really help us get through is having a good rhythm. So the whole universe works on rhythm. We have, for example, the rhythms and cycles of nature, the seasons, and we have the rhythm of the day, and as humans we chunk that up into hours. And to help us stay balanced, it's really handy to have rhythm. Now, normally when we're going about our daily lives and we're not in lockdown, we have a rhythm. We probably get up and have breakfast, and then we go out to work at a certain time, and we have our hobbies that we go to at a certain time, and whatever it is that you have on your weekly schedule, we have rhythm, and that gives us balance. And one of the reasons that we get such balance from rhythm is the connection in Chinese medicine with the earth element. So the earth element, which relates to our spleen, stomach, pancreas, is all about safety and harmony and being connected to the earth, to Mother Earth. And when we feel mothered and connected to Mother Earth, then our spleen, stomach, pancreas are in balance. And when that is the case, then sorry, I'm getting some people walking past, getting a bit distracted here. And when that is the case, then our spleen, stomach, pancreas are in harmony, and we experience trust. We experience the quality of trust. If we don't experience trust and safety, then we will go into worry. We will go into worry and anxiety and fear, and of course we all know that that's not pleasant. You know, we have lots of negative thinking. We can even feel nauseous with worry, which is why we say, I was sick with worry. So it's very, very important in Chinese medicine to have the earth element, which is the stomach, spleen, pancreas, balanced. And by the way, the muscles are the tertiary tissue connected with the stomach, spleen, pancreas. And so that's why we can have a lot of tension in our body if we're worried and anxious, because it has a knock-on effect in the muscles. So we want to create harmony in this organ system, and one of the ways to do that, there are many ways, but one of the ways to do that is to have good rhythm. And that means that even if we're in lockdown and our normal schedule is completely disrupted, maybe we don't have the things to go to that we would normally go to, then we need to create our own new rhythm. We need to create a rhythm for every day, and we need to create purpose for every day, and we need to create projects to be working on. And maybe these are completely different things, but we need to create them. So we need to have something to get up for, to look forward to getting up for the next day when we go to sleep. So we can create rhythm, for example, and say, okay, well, 1 hour a day I'm going to do some tidying up and some cleaning in the house that I've been putting off for months. Maybe I'm gonna, clean my car, or clean that cupboard out, or sort my clothes, or whatever it is. We can have a tidying up project, and we can have a hobby project. Maybe, hopefully, we've got some puzzles or some games at home, just whatever it is that brings you fun and joy, and that you can do to bring yourself you know, fun and upliftment. We have rhythm in our meals. We have rhythm in going out for a walk and doing some exercise. We create a rhythm and we create a schedule. It's also good maybe to reach out and have regular Zoom meetings with friends, because it's so important to have connection, especially if we're living by ourselves. And even if we're not living by ourselves, we still need connection with other human beings. Maybe we have a rhythm when we go to the shops. So this can really help tremendously in helping us stay mentally balanced and emotionally resilient during difficult times such as a lockdown. And the other thing that I wanted to mention quickly, briefly, which I've talked about before, is a UDIN. So a UDIN it's an acronym, and it stands for Unexpected, Dramatic, Isolating, No Strategy Event. So a UDIN is an event which happens very, very unexpectedly. It's quite dramatic. We can feel quite isolated when it happens. And in the moment of it happening, we don't have a strategy. And when an event like this happens, our body goes into shock and it goes into fear. And unless we're aware that it's actually happening, then that shock and that fear, which is a type of trauma, gets locked into our cells. Now, it's quite possible for a lot of people that when we were suddenly advised, hey, we're going into lockdown, that the body reacted by going into shock, by going into fear. So just be aware and ask yourself, how did I respond when I heard that we were going into lockdown? Did I stay nice and calm? Did I go into some emotional response? For example, frustration, disappointment, you know, people having their holidays cancelled literally at the last minute? Or did I go into some sort of fear? And if you went into some sort of fear, then just be aware of it. Be aware of it. And if you have some sort of emotional processing tool, then you can self-process that energy out of your body very quickly. And one of my favorite tools that I recommend people is EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique tapping, because it's a great first aid technique which one can use oneself. There are thousands of self-help videos online to learn how to do EFT tapping, so you might like to try that. I also have other videos probably on YouTube on my 5 steps to dissolving emotions. You can hunt that down if you like. But the most important thing with dealing with emotions is, the first step is just awareness that we actually have emotions, that emotions are being triggered inside of us, and that they're there. Because as the saying goes, emotions buried alive never die, and every emotion that we have that is triggered inside of us, that is not cleared or resolved in some way, it will be lurking around inside of us, and it will just get re-triggered over and over again. So I hope this is useful. Tomorrow, or in my next video, I'm going to be talking about the healing response and how the body has a natural healing response. And in particular, I'm going to be talking about that in regard to the certain jab that people are having, and why the body goes into a dramatic response sometimes when we have the jab. I'm going to be talking about that because it's such an important topic to understand. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and I wish you a great day wherever you are in the world.